Welcome back. Today's show is all about your health, but it's also more than that. It's about making your healthcare providers part of your family and your community. Jesenia Hardge is here, and she is with the Community Health Outreach of Hatfield Medical Group. And why don't we start by just telling everyone what you do in the community?
Yeah, so I work with the community health team, and we work together to provide education and information to our neighbors that have Medicare. And we offer information about just education in regards to their overall health, the Medicare plans. And we do this education through presentations and presentations about diabetes, mammogram, screenings, and even blood pressure checks.
Now, what would you say are the most common questions that you have when you get out in the community and they're like, Jesenia, let me ask you this?
Yeah, so the biggest questions we get is, why is Medicare so confusing? Because they're getting so many things coming out, at
Yes.
once. And then we also get, why is it so difficult to see their doctor, when they want to see them? And then also, why can't, we just depend on ERs for their general health care needs?
That's a good point because we heard a story earlier about someone who was using the ER and then they found that by using their primary care, their health was a lot better, that they could manage that care day to day when they're seeing a regular doctor, which is important. What about the topics that they ask you to cover? You mentioned, mammograms and diabetes. What are some of the topics that they want to hear about?
Yeah, so some of the topics that they really do want to hear about is their cash plans, and what does the cash plan like for their insurance? And then also things like, the concerns and aggravation of COVID. And then obviously, what are some ways that we can overcome the symptoms of the flu season? So those are the big ones that we're seeing in the events.
Now, the events, they're able to talk to you. And I know another concern that a lot of people have too is just getting the information they need about these topics or about Medicare. What challenges would you say they face?
Yeah, the biggest challenge that they face is that they're getting too much information. And the information's really, it's just a lot. And to look at all that information piling up on their kitchen countertop, it's overwhelming and it can be frustrating. So oftentimes they'll probably just walk away and not even deal with it. And they lose the benefits of all that it entails.
Yeah.
And that's terrible. So that's the biggest challenge.
I agree with that. I mean, just even, working with my mom, it's almost like I can't decide, so I'm not going to decide.
Yeah.
But if they can pick up the phone and call or go to the website and learn more, you can help make it easy because each plan is different for each patient.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Who should call Hatfield Medical Group?
Honestly, if you're wondering if you should call Hatfield Medical Group, I think everyone should call Hatfield Medical Group if you yourself are in a Medicare or you know someone who is eligible for Medicare. Because you have questions and you shouldn't be afraid to get information, and that's what we're here to do. We actually have unbiased insurance agencies that they can connect with and get information so they can customize benefits based on what they need.
Exactly, and that's the main thing is you can help them make those choices to customize that information and make sure they're getting the right health care, which is so important. And really, it's simple as making a phone call or just going online and getting more information.
Absolutely.
All right, well, thank you so much for
Thank
being
you.
there for the community. And everyone, we've been telling you it's so simple to do. Just hop online to learn more and go to hatfieldmedicalgroup.com.